Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Well, that's one the defender would love to have back. Great coverage there on the corner route. That's a 50-50 ball. He just has to do a better job high-pointing it at the top. The receiver beat him to the ball and made a big play.
Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Moore. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Everybody holds their breath when this guy has the ball. On defense now, you got to stop the bleeding because you're allowing one of the best at his position in the sport of college football. Now have back-to-back catches. You better be anticipating this offense going back to him again right here.
Looking to throw on first down. Complete to the left. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Talking to this coaching staff, they felt they had matchups in the passing game that they could win, and they wanted to test this defense and see if they could take the top off. Well, you saw it right there. Opening drive of the game, they're being aggressive, they're taking a shot, and they come up with a big one. And trust me, fellas, they're going to keep taking those shots because they've got some dudes outside.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Fired in there, but incomplete.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headset.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Trying to take it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
I love the defense's approach on this drive. They didn't panic. They gave up some yards, but what did they do? They forced a third down, a predictable situation, played great discipline, broke on the football, and forced a big interception.
Flips it out to the back. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Looking to scramble. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
The one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance.
Breaks into the open. Spinderella. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. 1st and 10 from the 25. Rides the back on the option. The give. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He'll take a shot. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Leaves it with the back. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. What a disappointment. No good. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is.
And And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Working that left side. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, and now the defense is really on its heels. Wants to go up top on first down. Somehow fits it into that traffic. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
So for the defense, yes, gave up the completion, but you keep rushing the passer like that, eventually you might be able to affect the quarterback a good amount throughout the game.
Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now lining up to snap it in the red zone. They just keep firing. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And this offense put together a really good drive, man. Like, that was a good drive, but third down in the red zone when the field starts to shrink, they really struggle to try to find a play to get someone open.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. And the roar is reverberating throughout this stadium as the defense has them pinned deep. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And you want to run the football. I mean, that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Fighting off the defender. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
You can really feel the momentum changing in this game now, can't you? The defense comes away with a massive takeaway deep in their own end. And here is the offense on the third play of this drive getting...
He'll take a deep shot here. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. They're dealing with a second and long. From the gun, the ground game. Picks up the first down, still moving. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Seventh play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on third down. Moving out of the pocket. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the ground with the back. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Final play of the quarter coming. Second down, they'll go to the air. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And that will fall incomplete as we have played one quarter, a quarter in which they tried to wrap it up with a huge play. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to burn this defensive back. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Really good coverage by the DB there, and even a better job of locating the football and then knocking it away.
Punt is in the air. And the ball comes to rest right there.
And it's a great punt. Obviously, he gives himself time to let his guys get down the field, get in position. Remember, don't let that thing cross the goal line. Try to keep it inside the 10. Nice job down on the football, setting your defense up for great field position.
Got his man quick. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Finds his man. It's Richmond. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Finds a man in the middle. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Trying play action. Looking for a huge play. Pulls it in down the sideline. And it'll be a touchdown.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard down 7-0. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built the lead.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
With the catch, it's Richmond. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They bring the punter onto the field now. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Complete to the right. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Yeah, and listen, that dude is a dude. I get it. I mean, he's an absolute stud, and I want to find ways to get him the football, but maybe not force feed him in that situation when he's got 2 guys on him.
Second down, they'll go to the air. The sure hands, it's Morris. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is,
dialed up the fake. He's looking to throw. They don't ask you how, they ask you if. And they'll get the ball back, stopping him short of the first down. The give to the back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
and I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the...
Looking to take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Yeah, and he had an opportunity to make such a big play. Listen, he wasn't wide open with nobody around him, but you got to make that play. You got a little bit of space. You got to haul that in.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And here comes the punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them, and I bet you we'll plan to see a few more throughout this game.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. This time it's complete. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Wants to keep it in the air. Working that wide receiver screen. Nice pickup, gets it to the 20. They move the sticks, and they can still stop the clock. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's Ross. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. So close to cashing it in for this offense. A little screen to the running back. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Trying to surge it in. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
4th down here, it's still early in the game. I'm not chasing points. Take the field goal, pay this drive off.
And they have analytical cards nowadays that says the exact situation, what the score is, do you go for it or not? Look at the card, make the decision.
It is perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. This is ultra-aggressive. Still in the first half, got the lead and going for the onside kick.
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the 2nd quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You've got to make them pay for gambling like that.
That's caught. It's Richmond. There he goes. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. And that is no good. The missed field goal still leaves us with a double-digit deficit. Still a 10-point game. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Trying to set the tone with the run. Got the first down. Looking for more. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Offense set on first down. Rides to back and leaves it. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Grab behind the line. It's Richmond. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Backed up now. Here's second and long. They'll give it to the back. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Gives it on the option. He will not get there. A stop on third down leaves him with a fourth down from the 18-yard line. They'll play it safe and try for 3. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. This is now a 7-point game. And he's going to bring this one out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. The run from the shotgun. Found enough room to cross the 25 and out to the 27-yard line. That's not enough to move the chains. It'll be fourth down. The punt team makes its way. Oh, trickeration. He wants to throw. Fires left. And the pass is incomplete. They thought they had the fake all dialed up, and it did not work. Have an incompletion like that, you always think, why not just let the quarterback throw it? The element of trickery was afoot, and it didn't work. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Wants to go up top. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Turning it on. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Now rolling to the left. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And this has been the story of the night. The offensive line getting beat up. And this is why this team is losing. You got to protect your quarterback. This defense has had a...
And he's into the end zone for a touchdown.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The extra point here would tie the game. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And now this offense will take the field again. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's in for the score.
This guy really is the complete linebacker. Not only is he physical, and not only can he play downhill to stop the run, this guy is a weapon in pass coverage. You saw it on that play. What can this guy do?
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Baxter. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. They'll go to work trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. Fires to the wideout. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.